AVM Audio Video Manufacturer.
Hello Peter, welcome in.
Coming into the AVM suite. And this is, I must say, the most well thought out, laid out suite here in Munich this year. We have a left-hand side of almost a foyer entryway. Udo Besser, head of AVM.
Hello Peter, welcome to our show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
You're standing in front of one of your flagship products.
Yes, this is our largest stereo amplifier model. It's called SA8 Stereo Amplifier number 8. It belongs to the Ovation line. Ovation line is our top line that we do, and actually all our flagship models are compiled in that line.
And what do you have behind?
Behind me are models from our Evolution line, which is our middle line. Here is, for instance, a new phono stage with tube output section. Below that is a DA converter, also with tube output section, and an all-in-one unit with streaming capability. Below that is a streaming DAC, which is also a very, very new generation of products that we do. It's called 5.2, SD 5.2, also with tube output stages, which I think is very rare in streaming devices.
Do you have a selection between tube or transistor output stage, or is it tube only?
We always have a tube version, and also we have a solid state version, which looks like this. Very familiar. It's a unit with identical, I would say, functionality, but without the tube stage. You can read from the display, it's called AVM SD 3.2, and it will become available pretty soon.
And what is sitting below it?
Below it is a CD player. It's called CD 3.2. The CD 3.2 is more than just a conventional CD player because it also features 7 digital inputs. 2 of them are USB inputs, and 1 of them can also be upgraded to 192 24-bit.
And the amplifiers are sitting below that, I believe?
Yeah, these are our small mono amplifiers, little spin-offs from the big models that you just reviewed. They're called MA 3.2S. S stands for an enhanced power supply, which we have just redone or reworked in the last weeks. So actually this is the newest version. It's a switching amplifier, and the specialty is the switching amplifier uses a linear power supply. And so this is a very heavy transformer, very large, 750 VA. And it creates a very warm and round sound, so people would not really guess that it's a switching amplifier.
Oh, that sounds, just the ticket. The issue with switching amplifiers is a little bit of a clinical sound, and if you can overcome that, you can really hit a winner, because they run much cooler than the Class AB amplifier, and they're smaller and tidy, and can fit in many more spaces.
Can I lure you into something which is absolutely new, which is I think, world premiere for a new category of products? This is the only black unit that sits here, and I think this is also is the striking thing for us. It's our music library. We have a new music library out now with pure SSD storage, where we store the musical data, 1.2 terabyte, which is huge in SSD. We combine that with our AVM Ultra DAC, how we call it, from the Ovation line. You see it's an Ovation unit. And on top of that, we have added on the output stage a tube section, which I think is kind of a world premiere, or one of the very first music servers that has that special combination.
Will that have a similar sound to the 5.2?
I would say it goes even one step further, because other than the 5.2, this is using the Ovation line tube stage, which is an upgrade, a significant upgrade to the Evolution line tube stage. So actually, I think we have gone a significant step further. Maybe when you compare Evolution line and Ovation line, you know what this means.
Yeah, I have a number of months of listening time on the 5.2 line stage preamplifier, and it is surely a sleeper in your line. It is a wonderful sounding unit. It gives you that holographic sound, and it gives you tight and taut bass, and it gives you extension in the trebles. It's really one of those rare pieces.
Yeah, I think you have described what we're trying to do with the tube line stage that we're using. Again, Ovation line tube stage goes one step beyond that.
Oh, there you have it, world premiere from AVM. And what do we have here, Mr. Besser?
Two more things, also streaming DACs. This is from our Inspiration line. This is usually the look of the Inspiration line. You see it's a slightly smaller casing, different styling here with this rounded edge. This is our smallest unit that we start making in August. This is our streaming DAC number 1.2 and 2.2. This is, I would say, full functionality streamer plus a pre-out or a 100 watts per channel output.
I like the compact size of it, and it is AVM, so it will sound good.
I think what you know from us already is the kind of finish that we made,
Yeah,
and this is something very nice to touch as well.
let's do that.
I think this is your thing now.
Yes. Touch points are.
And also when you press here, you have a very certain click.
You hear that?
Very
It's subtle.
Very subtle.
Subtle and confident.
But
That's beautiful casework.
maybe let me show you or introduce you to the entire Ovation line that we're demoing
Let's do it. Here we go.
with me.
And here we are at the top system in the suite. This is the Ovation line from AVM. I just finished a review of the MA8s, and I think they may be one of the best amplifiers currently on the market in the high performance, high power category. Udo, tell us about them, please.
Thank you very much, Peter, for this nice introduction. Let me maybe start with one of the two sources that we're playing. This is our flagship CD player. It's called CD8T. T stands for tube, and especially you can see that on the top with the output stages here under the glass cover. Underneath you see the tubes glowing, and this is the top of the line CD player. Like all other CD players, it features 7 digital inputs, one of the USB puts capable of 192.24. In the middle is our renowned PA8. This is a fully modular preamplifier that we're doing. So in this stage we're also using it with tube output stages, which is an option with this unit as well. And right next to it sits another music library. This silver piece has conventional transistor output stages, so no tube stages like the other units I showed you just before. And right underneath are the mono amplifiers, MA8, our flagship models that you just put on review.
Yeah, I want the viewers to understand the scope and magnitude of the achievement of this amplifier. Its clean designs echo the sound. It's crystal clear. It adds nothing to the music. The music comes through naturally. It's one of the most transparent, truly straight wire with gain products I've heard in my 30-year career. Quite an achievement at the price point.
Wow, thank you very much for this, Peter. Yeah, I think we worked pretty hard on this, and also I have to thank Günther Manja, who is the designer for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great achievement. It's a great sounding amplifier, I have to admit. Also very attractive, what I showed you just before, is the spin-off, the SA8, the stereo version of it.
Mm-hmm. Udo Besser, AVM,
Thanks for visiting, Peter.
beautiful suite, beautiful equipment, beautiful sound. AVM, audio, video, manufacturer.